Hi guys, it's Zara with ZaraPhD.com, and this is day 2 of your Homeschooling Through the Holidays challenge. So hopefully yesterday's task is complete. If you're just jumping in now, make sure you go back and watch that video first. And I'm here to tell you that that was probably the most difficult task you're going to have this week. So all the heavy lifting is done at this point. Today, let's carve out some time that we're going to guard. So if you've read the book, Minimalist Homeschooling, you know that I talk about your 168-hour week. That's all you get, no more, no less, and every week is the same. So the problem isn't so much that we haven't planned to homeschool during the holidays, but usually our stress comes because we haven't planned the time that's required for all the other stuff that comes up in the holidays, right? So if you're trying to cram 180 hours of things into a 168-hour week, you're going to be stressed. So today, let's carve out a little bit of space. And I'm going to tell you how to guard that space. So on your calendar, now that you can see it in front of you, I'd love for you to leave me some comments about what you see when you look at your calendar. It's often kind of revealing when you see it on paper and you see how your life is sort of mapped out for the next 3 months. So I want to hear your sort of reflections and revelations about your calendar from yesterday's challenge. Today, I want you to look and find days, hopefully one day a week, where you have no outside the home commitments, right? So I want you to take a highlighter and just highlight that day, like that number of the day. Maybe it's December 2nd and 9th and 16th. And I just want you to highlight those days. And I want you to guard those days for nothing days, at home days. Right? So these are the times where your kids have no games or practices or performances, and you try really hard not to schedule anything on those days. Because having days when you know you don't have to be somewhere at a certain time, just one day a week, guys, just one day a week, give yourself that luxury of relaxation this season. One day where you lower your expectations and you don't necessarily have to leave the house. Now, you can do housework those days. You can homeschool those days. You don't have to sit around like a bump on a log, but a time where you don't have to go somewhere at a certain time, right? Sounds blissful, really. So one day a week, you are going to carve out those. Then get a different highlighter, and I want you to carve out to-do days. During this season, I carve out one per week also for a to-do day. Now, I have multiple businesses, and I know that tax season is coming up, so I've got to print out W-2s for employees and do all those sorts of things. So I need one to-do day a week. Be honest with yourself. How many to-do days each week do you need? And this is the time, guys, when all those things that during this season you feel like you have to get done, whether it's deep cleaning the house before your decorations go up, putting up your decorations, doing your holiday gift shopping, baking and preparing, or any other number of things that you have to get done this season, wrapping presents, you name it. There are so many to-dos. So you are going to carve out a day when you know you can get that stuff done. For me, it's often when I know that my husband is home so that he can watch the kids. And that's when I'm going to get my business tasks done. That's when I'm going to get my holiday prepping done. I might do meal preps. I might do extra cleaning. I might pack for traveling. You know what you need, so I want you to highlight in a different color your to-do days for November, December, and January. So that's it. We're carving out time where we have the space to just be at home without the expectation of going somewhere, and then we're carving out time to do our to-dos. And if you're up for it, then make a page. However you do your calendar, maybe you have a column on the side of your calendar. Maybe in your bullet journal you can pull up a new page, or in your agenda you can put, like, I like the little post-it tabs. I'll put a link to those with this video. And I want you to then have a running to-do list, because the beauty of having to-do days is that as you're going through your homeschool days, you're not thinking, oh, I have so much to do, right? How am I going to get the wrapping done? And when am I going to do the gift shopping? You know, you have that day to get it done, right? So you can just set it aside. You're sort of blocking off your time, right? And by carving out the time for to-dos, it means that those to-dos won't creep in and create extra stress while you're trying to homeschool. Okay? So on the side of your calendar then, extra page in your bullet journal, extra page in your binder, a note page in your agenda, whatever you have, put a little sticky note there and start a to-do list. So when things pop into your mind, you're going to write your to-dos there. And then when your to-do day comes, you're going to open up to that page and you're going to get started on that list. Okay, so we're clearing out the mental clutter today. We're guarding some time, and that is your day 2 challenge. You've got to carve out at home days and you need to carve out to-do days. And then really make every effort not to schedule anything that's going to interfere with those. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow for day 3. And in the meantime, I'm wishing you all the simple things. Bye-bye.